Okay, joining us now, chairman of the very important House Judiciary Committee, Jim Jordan, is with us. I don't know what the hell your colleagues are talking about.
No kidding.
Is it possible what's happening in Great Britain can happen here?
Well, yeah, the example you gave about the comedian who was arrested, remember, Sean, this was an Irish citizen who was in America, in the United States, in Arizona when he issued the tweet, and then he flies to the UK, and when he lands, he gets arrested. It's just a matter of time before that happens to an American. Understand what we've done, Sean. Last Congress, we investigated what the Biden administration did. You know, the Biden administration on the third day, they send an email from the White House to Twitter saying, take down this tweet ASAP. And it was a tweet from RFK Jr., who happened to be the guy who was going to run against him in the Democrat primary before RFK Jr. said, I'm in the party that defends the First Amendment. I'm going to support President Trump. So the real threat was the Biden administration. So we investigate all that. We find out the Biden administration is pressuring big tech to censor Americans. Now it's going to Europe. And what they've done, Sean, remember the Disinformation Governance Board that the Biden administration set up? Europe has now codified, made law, the Disinformation Governance Board. And you got a bunch of bureaucrats now with the force of law behind them going after Europeans. And I think it's just a matter of time before it impacts Americans, just like this Irish citizen who was arrested when he landed for some joking tweet that he put out a few days back. That's how bad it's gotten.
I think the best example is the one you brought up, and that is when the FBI verified the authenticity of Hunter Biden's laptop in March of 2020, they systematically went around and met with social media companies, pre-bunking it week after week after week. They were meeting weekly, and they said, you may be a victim of Russian disinformation. It may be about Hunter, it may be about Joe Biden. Sure enough, they knew Bob Costello, Rudy Giuliani's then attorney, had a copy. They knew the story would leak. The New York Post drops it. These very same companies, Mark Zuckerberg, who you know, and Jack Dorsey, then of Twitter, they call up. Is this the disinformation we're talking about? They wouldn't confirm the truth that they knew, because they spent all the time pre-bunking it. That, to me, is abuse of power. That's cinder blocks on an election, and yeah, chilling free speech.
And the New York Post got censored. They got locked out of their account. That's what happens when you let RFK Jr., when he testified, said it best. When you look at history, it's never the good guys who are for censorship. It's always the bad guys. Thank goodness President Trump won and we've stopped it. But we got to make sure this doesn't continue in Europe. I mean, the hallmark, we had a wonderful witness last Congress as well, Rupa Subramanya, a journalist from Canada, and she said the hallmark of Western culture is free expression. If you lose that, if you can't debate, it is scary. And where they want to take, again, they have codified the Disinformation Governance Board. Bureaucrats telling you what you can say, what you can post, what you can tweet, what you can read. That is wrong. And you felt it firsthand, the censorship of some things you did online and everything else. So this is how dangerous it is. It's why we're focused on this investigation.
You told me on this very program that you found out there were efforts to suppress my social media accounts so that people that follow me could not read what I was putting out. True or false?
True. We know that happened. That's all part of the Twitter files and everything else. That was all part of our investigation. Now it's happening in Europe. Now it's happening there.
All right, Jim Jordan, we appreciate you as always. Thank you. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.